Welcome back to Collecting World Coins. Collecting world coins as a collection is a very interesting thing, and let's say we collect coins from all over the world. Collecting for the purpose of just enjoying the collecting from different countries or specializing in specific areas of that country. Here, I've been dabbling in collecting for over 40 years. I've concentrated my collections on the popular coins of each particular country, the ones that are always sought after by collectors from that country, along with collectors from the U.S. and Europe and so forth. These coins are highly in demand by world collectors. So collecting coins that are always in demand that you're able to resell or be able to liquidate quickly is something that you might want to consider. Some of these coins, if you collect inappropriately as far as bad appeal, you will end up holding it for quite some time unless they are rare coins. What we have here basically are 5 coins from South Africa. The early years of South Africa: 1892, 1893, 1898, along with a little bit modern ones, 1947 and 1950. The 1892 basically was during the Tsar period, and so these are very popular coins, and having coins that are in uncirculated MS-60 or better are extremely rare due to the age of these coins. Many of them badly circulated, and finding one in uncirculated is extremely rare, especially the copper. The copper, if they were bright red, definitely is a price going to have, but normally you'll see them in brown condition. Sometimes, if you're lucky, if there are red, original red, that are worth basically a premium and are highly sought after by South African collectors. As we go through this, the first one we're going to go through is basically a key date, 1892 penny. Now, very hard to find in full red. So this one here is brown. It was a little bit light red noted around the edge. Okay, very nice coin. Sharp strike. No problem. The appeal is there even though it's brown. Okay, it's not dark or extremely black brown, but it is brown. But the detail is nicely seen with exposure from the light. Okay, very popular, very sharp detail on this particular coin. So this is graded NGC 64 and is graded as brown, but with a little hint of red. And the beard is very sharp, ears, hair, all well defined. So the coin is nicely defined, and this is what you want to get, even though it is in this brown color. On the reverse, very nice. Very nice detail, sharply struck. So this is something that you want to consider. Even though it's brown, it's still highly collectible. If this was in nice, full, brilliant red, it would be worth 2 to 3 times more than the brown. Okay, so if you can get them in red, that would be an exceptional coin to keep for your portfolio. Next one we have is another South African coin, and this one is the 1893. This is definitely a key date. Extremely hard to find in uncirculated condition. This coin here in this particular grade will run you about $2,000. A circulated coin for this particular year will run for $500. But this one here in MS60 or better, then we're looking for a couple of $1,000 coin. If this was a 65 and red, then we're looking at maybe $15,000 to $20,000. But rarely will you see one in red. So very hard to find in red. Very hard to find in MS60 or better. Normally you'll see this in circulated condition due to it being a key date and also having a low mintage. Okay, these pennies started in 1892. You got 92, 1893, 1894, and 1898. So there's only 4 years that you can collect these coins. And of course, the rarest is the 1893. Okay, and then comes the 1894, then the 1892, and then the 1898. Very nice coin. If you can find them in MS60 and you can afford it, maybe that's something that maybe you want to consider getting. On the reverse, also very nice. The strike is very nice. It's very sharp. So no problems with this particular coin. All the high points are there. So a wonderful coin. Okay, with the exception of it being brown. Then again, when it's rare, you know, sometimes you have to be happy with what you can get. Next one we have is an 1898. This one here is more red with brown, so it is NGC 63 red brown. Very nice. Like I mentioned earlier, if the 1892 and 1893 were in this color, it would be worth 3 to 4 times more in value than a brown coin. Very nice coin. And this is the color that you want to have. Brilliant red or orange with full luster. Now, next coin we have is an 1898 South Africa. This one is a pretty nice coin, but this one is considered NGC MS63 red and brown. Okay, it is more red than it is brown. This is what you want to get. And if the previous 2 coins I showed you, the 1892 and 1893, were in brilliant red like this one here, or close to this condition, it would be worth 3 times to 4 times more in value. Very important to get the colors, especially with these copper pennies. You know, it's like getting it from the mint, and it's in full brilliant red. Rarely do you see these coins in full brilliant red unless somebody stashed them away once they were minted. Okay, very difficult to find in this particular color. And same with the reverse. Very nice coin, sharply struck. Noted it does have a weak strike at 12 o'clock, and that's common for this particular date. So you have to know how these coins were struck also. And so if you'll note that each year is struck differently. Some have a soft strike like this one at 11, 12 o'clock on the circle. So it is not as heavy as you can see. But you'll see this particular date even weaker, where you can't even see the detail of the lion or the soldier. This one here is pretty decent, so it's a pretty nice coin. Next one we have is a 1947 proof PCGS 65. This one here has some original toning. It's a little bit distracting on the toning, but this is a proof issue with a mintage of only a couple of thousand coins. So this is always highly in demand because this is a proof being that the field surface is mirrored and the device or the head is frosted. But with the toning, it kind of hides that detail, okay? So the toning is a little bit distracting. So as far as scarcity, it is scarce because there's only a couple thousand coins struck. And a lot of these coins were in sets, and they were poorly handled by collectors, causing them to get badly toned, or they would have fingerprints, or the toning is so dark, or they'll have scratches because they were cleaned or wiped down. So be careful on these coins. They are available, but you want to be sure to collect them in brilliant, because if they are unappealing, darkly toned, it would be difficult for you to sell it. So it could be hanging around your collection for a little bit till you get the right buyer that likes toned coins. So if you like to liquidate your coins when it's the right time, be sure you have the appeal on the coin, and the coin has no problems as far as brilliance and no appeal issues as it being toned. Okay, scarce date 1947, 2 shilling, mintage of a couple thousand coins, very popular. These coins will run you maybe $200 or $300. So if you can find a brilliant one, that is probably the best thing to do, is to get one that is brilliant and then add that to your portfolio. Still a very nice, rare piece to add. Next coin we have is a South Africa 1950 2.5 shilling. This is a beautiful and rare coin. This is not a proof, this is a business strike. From 1947 to 1950, they made a small number of proofs, which is readily available, but they also made a small number of business strike, which were heavily used, circulated, and many were melted down. Finding a business strike on these coins from 1947 to 1950 is extremely hard to come by. Very small amount supply available for a large demand of collectors. This one here has nice lustrous field, lustrous device, and on the reverse, very nice overall with light edge toning on it, all nice and original. So very wonderful coin. This particular coin can sell between $800 to $1,500 due to its very low mintage and high demand. This is one of the key dates of the South African modern coins. Always popular, always sought after. Beautiful coin. If you can pick up business strikes from 1947 to 1950, you will have yourself a very nice collectible set. Get the 2 shilling and the 2.5 shilling. Very popular large coin dates that definitely, when it's time for you to liquidate, you will have buyers definitely pay you a premium for these particular coins. Hopefully the information I've provided is helpful to your coin collecting, and hopefully these images will help you in how to grade these coins and what is appealing and what is not appealing. If you like what I've showed you and the information provided, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comment, please send that to me. And we'll have new videos from different countries shortly. Thank you very much.